guys, 3++ here, and today I'm back with my first tutorial on making a game in C++. This game is called Scroll Fusion, and I'm going to just be making it with you, and I'm going to take suggestions and things. I've got an idea of what the game's going to be, so yeah, let's just do it. So, first thing, I have a repository online on GitHub. It is up on this link. It is not that one. It is that one. So this website address, github.com/3++/scrollfusion, capital S and capital F. You have this, which I made specifically for this tutorial, and it is totally public, just under this Apache license. Yeah, so it's totally fine. I've cloned it into my desktop, and I'll push it up after every tutorial using this terminal here that I have got up. By the way, if you're wondering how I've got the Linux terminal in Windows, just go to it's Git. I can't remember what it is. It's like Git. Oh, I know. It's msysgit, and basically that will get you the Git tools for Windows. So msysgit.github.io, and that is where you get it from, and then that's totally fine. So without further ado, let us do it. So let's go onto the libSDL webpage, and I am going to grab the development libraries. It's going to be Visual C++ development libraries, and I have downloaded these now. I'm just going to then I'm going to open up Explorer in the terminal. Just type in the word Explorer and it should come up. Then I'm going to go into my downloads. No, I've already got my downloads open here, so I'm just going to go into the Scroll Fusion folder that I have created. The Scroll Fusion. I'm going to make another folder. I'm going to call it libs, or short for libraries. Actually, I'll just do this in the terminal, that'll be quicker. Okay, so cd libs, and I can't remember the command for how to copy directories, but it's the devel thingy. So if you grab the this showing folder, there we are, and I'm going to grab that and copy it into my Scroll Fusion libs folder, or move it, and then I'm going to extract this. I can't remember how to do that on the terminal, and yes, so I'm going to extract all. There we are. I'm going to change this name to just SDL2 as the folder name, and then I will hit next, and it will extract all of the different SDL folders. So I don't need any of these now because I can do it all through the terminal. Yeah, don't even need that. Yeah, there we go. So I now have in my libs folder, if I make a list, I can actually I can't remember how to do it. I haven't used the terminal in ages. Oh well, I'll just Explorer again, as always. So I'm just going to go back to my documents folder, Scroll Fusion. In here, I'm just going to remove this because I don't need it. ls SDL2, cd SDL2, ls, and then we've got that folder. Just cd to that, and we've got all of these awesome stuff. You can cd, include, or whatever, but we're gonna go straight into Visual Studio and add some stuff in. So before we get started with stuff, we need to make ourselves a new project. So go ahead and create yourself a new project. You don't need like any fancy stuff. You just need to get like the free stuff for Visual Studio. I'm gonna change this file position location. I'm going to change that to Scroll Fusion / Scroll Fusion I'm going to name the project Scroll Fusion, as you would. Go to Visual C++ and grab an empty project, and then hit OK. And then it will create your project for you. So once it has finally done that took quite a long time, we are going to, in Visual Studio, we are going to configure it to work with SDL. So as you see here, we've got all of these files, and we just need to configure them to work with all of these files. So first, what we do is, in Visual Studio, we need to go to our project properties. So if we go to project, just need to go to properties, and then in here we will grab all of the stuff that we need. So in common properties, in configuration properties, in VC++ directories, we need to change the include directories. So if we edit this, we're going to add some text along here, and we're going to click the folder button to add a new one, and then we'll click that, and then basically we're going to navigate to our include folder or directory. If we go into libs SDL2 blah blah blah, include, select folder, that's it. Hit OK. You're not done yet. You've got to do a couple of other things. You see, that's where you find the include directories, but then you need to do other stuff so that it knows where to find the libraries. So in library directories, hit edit, and then we are going to add a new one again, and this is going to be, if we go back in here, libs SDL2 blah 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 lib, and then we're going to use either 64 or 86-bit. So it doesn't really matter because compilers will use both of them, but for the moment, even though I've got a 64-bit computer, I'm going to use times 86 because that's what I've been suggested to do. So yeah, let's do it. Select the folder. Yeah. So that's not quite done yet because we still need to give the linker a bit of information. So we need to go under linker, hit input, and then in additional dependencies, we're going to edit that and add a new one, and that is going to be these exact words: SDL2.lib, and then press enter, and SDL2 main.lib. And if you do that correctly, then it will work. If you don't, it won't. So yeah, brilliant. We've still got to do more. So if we go into, again in the linker, there's another thing called system. And it will basically, you'll change this if you're publishing it to wherever you want to publish a game, then you will set it to Windows. But for the moment, we're going to set it to console, because we need to see error logs on the console and stuff. So it's useful and it works. So that should be it. So if we hit apply, stuff will change in these files and it will now know what to do with things. Yeah. And once we come back into Visual Studio, let's create a source file quickly. We'll add it and we will name it main.cpp. And once this is loaded, it shouldn't take that long. Okay, finally. So this is where we test to see if it works. Hash include. If it works, then it's good. SDL2.h. Yay, it's gone red. That means it works, hopefully. But cannot open source file SDL2. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? So apparently all you needed to do is type SDL.h, not SDL2.h. How ingenious. Okay, so underneath there, just to have a little bit of a test, we're going to include the IO stream, and then down here we're just going to have an just normal int main bracket sign's not working on my keyboard. Don't know why. Okay, apparently I have to use the right shift button, not the left one. Strange. Int argc chart double pointer argv. Okay, I'm going to take out this extension keyboard because this is bugging me. Okay, done it. So now I've done that. I know I'm using sort of Java notation by putting it on the same line, but it makes it more compact and stuff. So I'm going to do it that way. So I'm going to standard cout, and I'm going to output start of file and L, and then I'm going to I'm going to use a function called SDL delay just to check that everything's working. I'm going to delay for 2000 milliseconds. That should be 2 seconds of delay. Then I will standard cout ending file, and that text will probably only show up really quickly on the screen, but it will. And then I will return 0. So save that, and once that has finished saving, I'll just hit run, and then we can see the amazingness that you can do just with SDL delay. You could just use this SDL just for the delays because it's just so useful. Okay, so apparently the program can't start because SDL2.dll is missing from your computer. So I found the problem. Apparently the linkers are a bit annoying at the moment, so I've just put it in. I've just put the DLL directly into this folder. So I've just got scroll fusion, debug, and then put it in that folder, and then there it will work. So now, if we run it with the local Windows debugger, start a file and then ending file delayed. So yeah, that means that SDL is working for us, which is good. So in the next video, I'll teach you how to make a window and put stuff on and make stuff happen. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed watching this video and it was good for you. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And that is all from me. Goodbye.